What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we got James Harrison through the years. Now, we already did Troy Polamalu for the Steelers, Hines Ward for the Steelers, and Big Ben, so make sure you go check out the playlist down below. Now, we're going to kick things off in Madden O6, where he's 73 overall, 76 speed, 72 strength, 81 acceleration, 81 tackle, 64 awareness, and a 73 agility rating. Now, he entered the NFL in 2002, but for the majority of his career up until 2005, he was a practice squad player, and I could not find him in any of the NCAAs that I had. He wears 16 outside linebacker for Kent State. So anyways, man, let's move on to Madden O7, where he has 77 overall, 76 speed, 83 tackle, 77 power move, 79 finesse move, 80 block shed, and a 94 pursuit rating. His numbers for the 2006 season, they look like this. He played in 11 games, started just one of those games, and he had 14 tackles. That's about it. Madden O8, he comes in at 73 overall, 77 speed, 83 tackle, 82 hit power, 79 finesse move, 80 block shed, and 84 pursuit rating. When we look at his numbers for the 2007 season, they look a lot different. He started all 16 games for the Steelers. He had 1 INT. He also had 7 forced fumbles, 3 recovered fumbles, 8.5 sacks, and 76 tackles. So he was definitely doing his thing, stepping his game up. Let's move on to Madden O9, where James Harrison comes in at 93 overall, 83 speed, 90 tackle, 82 hit power, 92 for that power move, 90 finesse move, and a 96 block shed. One of the best outside linebackers in the game. That block shed was ridiculous. Now, the year before, of course, he made it to the Pro Bowl, and this year he made it to the Pro Bowl, and of course he was an all-pro selection. He played in 15 games, got 1 interception. He forced a grand total of 7 fumbles again, and he also had 16 sacks. Straight beasting and feasting out there. Madden 2010, he comes in at 97 overall, 85 speed off the edge, 94 for his hit power, 93 for that tackle, 98 power move, 90 finesse move, and a 97 block shed rating. When we look at his numbers for the 2009 NFL season, they look like this. He played in all 16 games. He forced 5 fumbles, recovered 2 of those fumbles. He also had 10 sacks and 60 tackles. Madden 11, he comes in at 97 overall, 85 speed, 92 tackle, 94 hit power, 97 power move, 89 finesse move, 97 for his block shed. Now, when we look at his real life numbers, they look like this. Once again, he made it to the Pro Bowl, and of course, he was all pro honors as well. Played in all 16 games. He had 2 interceptions. He also had 6 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, and he also had a grand total of 10.5 sacks and 70 tackles. Madden 2012, 98 overall, 85 speed, 91 tackle, 95 hit power, 98 power move, 88 finesse move, 97 block shed. His numbers for this season look like this. He made it to the Pro Bowl, played in just 11 games. He had just 9 sacks, but he did have 48 tackles, and he also had 2 forced fumbles. So even though he played in limited time, he was still a man amongst boys at times at that outside linebacker position, especially in Madden with that 98 overall rating. Madden 13, he is 93 overall, 83 speed, 88 tackle, 99 hit power, 96 power move, 75 finesse move, and an 89 block shed. Now, once again, all of these are his day one attributes, from what he did last year to what he was the first day that Madden came out for that year's game. Anyways, when we look at his numbers, they look like this. He played in 13 games. He had 2 forced fumbles, just had 6 sacks. He also just only had 49 tackles. So his numbers dipped, and of course, maybe a contract dispute just a little bit, and then of course he becomes a Cincinnati Bengal. So you can see him put that huge hit on Le'Veon Bell, forced that fumble. Anyways, with the Cincinnati Bengals, he's 86 overall, 83 speed, 86 tackle, 95 hit power, 91 power move, 64 finesse move, and a 77 block shed. With the Cincinnati Bengals, his numbers look like this. He played in 15 games, started 10 games. He had 1 pick. He also had He also had 2 sacks and just 16 tackles. So his time in Cincy was probably more memorable for his arm wrestling and his antics with the Hard Knocks crew when they did the Hard Knocks with the Cincinnati Bengals back when James Harrison was a Bengal than maybe his time on the field. But anyways, man, Madden 15, to kick things off, he was a free agent, and of course he re-signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He is 83 overall in the game, 79 speed, 83 tackle, 95 for his hit power, still laying the lumber, 85 power move, 62 finesse move, and a 77 for that block shed. Now, when we look at his numbers for his first year back in Pittsburgh, he played in 11 games, but he did start 4 of those games. He did have 5.5 sacks, 29 tackles. So even though his numbers really aren't there anymore, he's still probably the better option over Jones from Georgia. Dupree is coming into his own, but they really haven't had that same pass rush on the edge since James Harrison's heyday, and of course Amar Willie screaming off the edge, just harassing quarterbacks. That Blitzburg D really hasn't really been there ever since James Harrison's prime. I mean, it's still there, just not as effective as it once was. Anyways, man, we're gonna jump to Madden 16, where he's 84 overall, 69 speed, 82 tackle, 90 for his hit power, 91 for that power move, 61 finesse move, and a 73 block shed rating. When we look at his real life numbers, they look like this. Played in 15 games, started just 1 game. He had 1 pick. He also had a grand total of 2 forced fumbles. He also had 5 sacks and 27 total tackles. I don't know how he keeps on getting picks, but he keeps on getting picks, man. He's a pick magnet. He's a pick magnet at the outside linebacker position. Moving on to Madden 17, he is 84 overall with 68 speed, 83 tackle, 88 hit power, 91 power move, 68 finesse move, 85 for that block shed rating. When we look at his numbers, they look like this. He played in 15 games, started 7 games, got another pick. He also was able to force 2 fumbles, and again he had 5 sacks, and he also had 39 tackles. So when we move to Madden 18, we're going to check out his ratings, and his ratings are actually pretty good for somebody that's up there in age. 86 overall to kick off this Madden, 73 for his speed, 86 for his tackle, 88 for that hit power, 88 power move, 68 finesse move, 85 block shed. Now, what do you guys think he's going to do? You think he's going to have another 5-sack year? You think he can push it to 10? Will he be the starting outside linebacker for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Like, what do you feel is going to happen with James Harrison's career? Now, anyways, when we add up all the Maddens that I have, we get a overall rating of 86.4 overall. So James Harrison is an 86.4 overall so far, because for all we know, his career is not over. He might be in Madden 19 as well. But that's going to wrap it up for James Harrison through the years. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, I enjoyed bringing it to you. Hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day. Until next time, peace. Assholes.